It's been a couple weeks since I've got to just basically ignore everything that's non work related, non family related. So there's several emails I'll be getting back to this weekend. You weren't ignored, it didn't go to spam. I just didn't want to deal with it. Had plenty of other shit to deal with, like most of you. This is just my quick way of checking in, telling everybody to remember the tithe is the base of your submission. The tithe is the base of your submission. For the people having a hard time right now that are still tithing, you're awesome pigs. I mean, that's great. Some people spend very little. I don't really care about the amount as much as I do regularity. I prefer every weekend. Send me a nice little check-in with it. Tell me what's going on, how you're doing, what you're abusing besides yourself. I always like to hear people's fucked up misadventures. Yeah, I'd like to share some, but I'm not going to be able to on this. But I do enjoy hearing it. And for those of you that have been waiting, a week and a half for me to get back to them because they're just checking in, number one, I appreciate everybody who tried to check in, see how I'm doing. I have been fine throughout this whole thing. Stay home more than most people do to begin with already, so it really hasn't changed much in my lifestyle, except being able to directly, physically interact with some people. And many of you know, oftentimes, the best physical interaction can be between two strangers. Just not happening right now. Not going to happen anytime soon. Unfortunately, I have too many responsibilities. Grandparents, etc. I just got to stay healthy for it. And can't afford the fun risk versus the responsibility risk. So, my fun's been from home. Pomegranate juice with 100 proof vodka. Spicy. Yeah, I know what you want at this moment, and this is it. This viewpoint, this connection, this vision. I can share this with you. You can share it with me. I've been pretty fucking glad lately, Oregon, it's legal to buy some herb. So what have you done? You being good, little, responsible piggy citizens, staying in? I'm hoping most of you still get a chance to work because you're working for me. And a pig without something to do, that's just trouble. A pig without something to do, unbound, incapable. And what are you doing now? I got a pretty good goddamn idea what you're doing now. And I'm not going to stop you. Enjoy it. Tease it. Lose yourself in the moment. Lose yourself in my voice. Lose yourself in my eyes. The tide is the base of submission. Your tithe is the base of your submission. It's about every week putting forth that little effort to submit, let's say, a tally of how your week was spent, your hours spent. A chunk of yourself, a chunk of your life, a chunk of your hours. Unfortunately, we don't have any other way to register trade that other than money. Money or effort. Got a great pig who puts in lots of effort for me. Got a great pig who gives me perfect tithing every week. Another one that really tries. All those things I appreciate. They add up. Spending time talking to them, which I do. Some of you that have emailed, you just don't know me very well. And I don't know jack shit about you. And honestly, if you aren't doing anything for me other than sending me emails about what gives you a little boner, I don't care. I want something interesting. I want something on another level. I want something spiritual. I want something intellectual. I want something that encompasses more. And that's why the tithe is the base of your submission. So I'll give you another minute here to finish up. Go to my Amazon wish list. Recently reorganized it by priority. You can decide which of my priorities measure up to yours. I also decided a couple weeks ago, right when these bullshit lockdowns started, was I'm giving up new TV and most new movies. And it wasn't easy at first, especially when all of a sudden all you had was time on your hands. I watched one TV series, and at the end of that, I enjoyed it. Family series. Decided that's it, I'm done. Pretty much everything before 2005 is pretty much shit to me. And I'm more interested in 90s era I remember fondly. Larry Sanders Show, great stuff. Northern Exposure, Ben Knightley for me. But I've been spending a lot more time reading, researching, getting into the depths of the modern state of mind control compared to the way it was 15, 20 years ago when I got into this subject. It's just amazing. Especially watching how cell phones are what really program people anymore. I hate mine. I forget to take it anywhere. Went without it from about 2000 to just 3 years ago. And that was because I had to use it to start accessing my bank and some other stuff. Just couldn't go without it anymore. Had a landline. When was the last time you met somebody that had a landline? Hated that too. Never answered it. So to sum up, I'm doing fine. I'm staying healthy. A little bit on the bored side from time to time, but boredom is a choice. So if I find myself feeling bored, that means I need to do something to change that. Can't be reliant on any external factor. It has to be something chosen from within. Much like understanding the tithe is the base of submission.